read that? I don't know if you can. My official t-shirt is in, y'all. Excited about it. I got one for each one of my kids. I got 2 for myself. Super huge. It's an extra large. I was a little nervous about getting a large, which is normally a medium for me. I'm a little barrel chested, as you can tell. So this is kind of huge. I'm hoping when it shrinks after I dry it or whatever, it won't be so bad. We'll see. Look at that thing. It's huge. It's pretty boxy. Pretty boxy. But, and this is just, I wanted to get one particular brand and style and see if that worked. And if I like the shirt, I like the material, I like the softness, then I will get more. But I don't know if I am ready to order more of this one in particular. See what the kids think about it, see what my wife thinks about it, and we'll go from there. But I just didn't want to order a whole bunch of t-shirts not knowing exactly how it's gonna fit and how it's gonna look. Because this is Vistaprint is who I use for this. This right here. I feel like that right there, that logo should be higher, almost more like, if I can see that, almost more like up there. What do y'all think? You like it better in the center like that? I don't know, I feel like it's kind of low. See, it's kind of boxy. Not that chunky, but anyway, it's a little boxy. Anyway, so I've got a lot of cleaning up to do today. I have a lot, and I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. Finally got my wheelbarrow back out here. That's good enough for now. Clean up the wood yard a little bit. Whew. There's a lot of fire ants right there. Oh, there's fire ants everywhere around here. Fire ants. It should be called Fire Ant Farm. That's what it should be called. The name of it is Little White Oaks Farm from, I guess, a long time ago. My grandparents either named it that or I don't know who gave it that name. But we have a creek named Little White Oak Creek. And that's where the Little White Oak Farm came from. All right, folks. Here we go. A little sweaty already. This area right here was a big mud hole. I came out here a couple of days after that 6 to 10 inches of rain that we had, and I was just making it worse. So then I had a lot of extra bark laying around that I could just make a little area where I wouldn't get so wet, feet wouldn't get so wet. I just kept pushing that muddy area further and further down. It just got worse and worse, so that's why I did that. So I may pick it up eventually. Anyway, so I'm still cleaning up. Got that to do. Got a little bit of that to do over there. It's always cleanup to do out here in the wood yard, y'all. Lots of cleanup. Lots of bark. Because I do like the barkless firewood for the most part. If I can get it off, I will try and get it off. Look at the little lizard. Hello there, little feller. How we doing? Yep, that's a good spot for you. Get on in there. Oh, there you are. Okay. Lots of little animals everywhere out here, y'all, in the wood yard. Get outside. Have some fun. See lots of new things out here. I'll attempt to show y'all me flipping over these old pallets. See how nasty it is underneath them. Y'all can see I have that synthetic underlayment for roofing underneath there, so I can pull that up. I was trying to save the pallets, that's why I did this. But I think all that I was really doing was keeping the moisture underneath the wood, because that water wasn't penetrating through that underlayment right there. So some of the water could have been, you know, puddling or pooling in this area, which could make the wood want to absorb that moisture and mold, maybe. See the bottom of the pallets there? They're pretty nasty. But see underneath here, this has the same thing. I've got that waterproofing, it's not waterproofing, well I guess possibly it is, but synthetic underlayment underneath the pallets there. Which I actually saw, see there's water puddling right there. I don't know if I can see that. Right there, it's water puddling in there. It's just sitting there and it's not going through this membrane. So maybe that is causing some of the problems. So I'm not putting anything underneath these pallets. No underlayment, no protective barrier to keep the pallets in better condition longer. I mean, look at these. That is gross. That probably a good time to have a little garden here. Some pretty rich soil there. A good thing I didn't find any copperheads or snakes or anything that scared me, so that's good. Anyway, keep cleaning up. Gotta be careful where I put everything out here, because there are ant hills everywhere, fire ant hills everywhere. Gotta be careful where I step, where I put things. It's just, see, fire ant hill there, fire ant hill there. None right here that I can see. One over there, and just all over. I'm only cleaning it up really good like this, getting most of the bark out of the way so Chris can mow. It's gonna be really wet and muddy where I had that roofing underlayment underneath the pallets over there. That's gonna be wet for a while. So hopefully the grass, weeds, whatever will creep right in there and cover that pretty quickly. That's what I'm hoping for. Watch out for the fire ant hills. Sweating my eyes. Almost done with the cleanout. This is all my garbage wood right here. This is going in the woods for sure. Yeah, I don't have a tractor with a grapple on it or even a front loader, so it's hard for me to. It's hickory. It's just eating up, half of it is. It's just hard for me to grab stuff and put it in its perfect little spot. So I have to use a good old-fashioned wheelbarrow. And I'm gonna put everything right in here. and throw it. Or not throw it, I'm gonna dump it in the woods. See, I'd love to keep that white oak. But look at that. Look at that. Well, I mean, it'll burn, but no way I would sell that to people. And I don't have any kind of wood boiler. A little spider there, got you almost. Look at that. It looks okay, except for the mushrooms there. Look how soft. It's so soft right in here. They've just eaten away at that, those bugs. Whatever, it's just punky right there. It's dry wood though. Dry wood. All that mold, that's beech. It's got tons of mold on it. It's just not worth it. Not worth it. Beech. How about that? I'll see those colors on there. Bring it up close for you. Can you see the pretty colors? It looks kind of like the eucalyptus tree that we saw in Hawaii. But this is not eucalyptus. This is white oak. And the fungi love it. I tell you what, we had this plant right here. I have it growing all over the place in the wood yard. Look at that. I thought they were like little tomatoes at the beginning, but then those are all little flowers. And I mean, they look kind of pretty. They're white flowers. But look, I mean, this right here is so much worse than like a briar bush. This is, I'm telling you, I don't know what kind of plant this is right here, but this is deadly. This guy is a deadly plant. And it is everywhere right here. It's mostly around my firewood stacks. So here's a mature one. I don't even like messing with it because it is super painful. So it'll get you. It'll get you. There's stuff everywhere. That right there. Whatever that is the worst. Briars are so much worse than just regular green briars. It is awful. Terrible. Woo. Here we go. This other one. Right. Some of this trash up. I know there's a fire anthill right over here somewhere. It's not a big mound like what I'm used to seeing. Yeah. Got nails everywhere in it. Actually might be okay. You don't know. Dirt all over it. That's actually okay. Leave that over here for the time being. Take those nails out easily and reuse it. Definitely ants in there. I guess it was just an ant hill, but normally when I disturb it, they doesn't take much for them to start running for the hills or running to attack somebody. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. Come here. That's a cute little froggy. Come here. Do you see the little frog? Hey, look at that little feller. Look at that little feller. Hey, bud, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. There you go. There you go. Nice and safe. Nice and safe. Ugh. Look at the sweat absorption of this shirt. It's pretty good. Pretty good absorption there. Definitely non-wicking. This will probably be better for a little cooler weather, I would imagine, because it's a pretty thick shirt. Pretty thick. This fella right here. That thing right there will kill you. Look at that. What's it smell like? Doesn't smell bad. Doesn't smell like a weed either. Interesting. All right, y'all, here's the cleanup job. That looks a whole lot better. Whole lot better. Besides the roofing underlayment there, left out there in the wheelbarrow and the rake, right? Anyway, that looks so much better. And I am gonna eventually, this is my oldest wood here. Oldest wood, oldest, all this is oldest. So I may take some more from over here and put it on this stack if it's kind of moldy, just because that's definitely letting air get through this area since it's not double stacked or triple stacked next to each other in rows. So I may do it on some of these pieces, you can tell. And this is white oak. White oak. Sapwood. They just love the sapwood of the white oak. This one's got a little purple in it, so that's fun for everybody. You know? But a lot of this stuff looks pretty good. But the white oak, I mean, I'm like, out of all pieces of wood, the white oak is because it was punky to begin with. And I think that was just my fault. Either I just split old wood where it was rotting or rotting, or diseased really bad, I don't know. But all this stuff that has the mushrooms on it, or fungi, is white oak. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And this is what we got over here. I cleaned this area up. Looks a whole lot better. Like I said earlier, when I came out here after we had all that rain, it was super wet and I was just getting nasty. My shoes were disgusting. So I just put that there just to give me a little bit drier footing to work with. So I may or may not remove that eventually. So yeah, there we go. There we go, y'all. Just cleaning up the wood yard. I got my wood pile over here. That's the rejects of the rejects over there. Tried to kind of keep it clear of the mowing line as best as I could. Yeah, and then there's some pallets and brush and stuff over there in that corner. And here's my other little waste pile right here. Maybe one day it'll turn into some real nice mulch. Real nice mulch. But it would take 100 years. Maybe my great-great-grandkids could have some good planting soil there from that mulch. I'm kidding, I don't know. Anyway, all right. So my brother Chris does an excellent job of mowing around here. Some of the grass clippings kind of stay on this kind of bottom row when he tries to mow as close as he can, which I super appreciate. So I'm gonna blow that off. Blow it off.